Hi there, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're not new here. My name is Gina and today I'm going to look at the Sézane Fall 2025 lookbook with you. So the lookbook was just released and you might already know if you've seen some of my other Sézane videos that I love Sézane and I particularly love fall. This collection is beautiful. It's truly beautiful. So spoiler alert, there's a lot of pieces that I've added to my wish list. I think the colors, I don't know if they're like in my brain, but the olive colors and the burgundies, like, oh, chef's kiss, they're so beautiful. So I have my computer down here in front of me, so I'll be looking down, but I'm gonna screen share with you and just talk through all of the pieces that I've been seeing in the previews and also from the lookbook that have just caught my eye. A few of them haven't been released just yet. So yeah, that's probably a good thing so I can kind of space out and plan my purchases. But I think there are quite a few pieces I will be adding to my fall winter wardrobe moving forward. So this first phase of the fall collection releases Sunday, August 24th. The very first image I've seen so many times, and this is the Kai's coat. It's not released yet, but I actually DM'd Sézane on Instagram asking what is the name of this coat when I saw it in stories. And I was like, what is the name of the olive coat? And I think it's so beautiful, but they were like, actually that's mustard. So it's another case where Sézane's colors online don't really match what it kind of looks like to the eye. They call it a mustard. I don't know if it's going to be a green toned mustard yellow color, but I thought it would be very close to my Medric coat, which I'll share a picture of that. That color is a beautiful green and I've been obsessed with it since I bought it. I get so many compliments on it because it's just a very unique color, but it's so flattering and goes with so many things. So I thought they were bringing that color back. It kind of looks like that from the picture, but apparently not. Then there's also the leather Clyde coat, which is, again, beautiful in this burgundy leather. Absolutely love that. I really like this Gary bag. I love this rich wine, like burgundy color. Like I'm obsessed. My wish list has so many burgundy bags on it right now. That is the next like investment I want to make for my wardrobe. The Gary bag though I did hear has a magnetic closure and not a zipper closure, which is, you know, a little bit challenging for people who want something that's like very safe and secure in cities like pickpocketing like proof. So I don't know about that. Also, it's pretty, but it's not anything that like super stands out to me. I think it's a really nice bag, but I have bucket bags that I love already, so meh. Again, the Kai's coat, I just can't stop looking at that. It's so beautiful. This isn't something I would add to my wardrobe because I have a coat in an olive color that I love, but I do really think it's a beautiful coat. I love the buttons, I love the patch pocket, and I really love this like built-in scarf, which I imagine is removable. Then this, the Mia jacket. I think this might be my big investment. Although I have a brown, chocolate brown leather jacket that is very similar silhouette, so probably shouldn't add this, but this just looks so, so beautiful. Yeah, I don't know. I'm very on the fence, but I think it's just gorgeous. And I feel like this is the kind of piece you invest in your wardrobe and you have forever. So I'm not sure. I might go to the boutique. I might go to, yeah, I have one very close to me actually, kind of dangerous. But I might go and try that on first because it is a pretty penny. Again, the Clyde coat. There's a Clyde coat in a few, in a wool and then the leather, and also a suede that, yeah, definitely it's caught my eye. I literally just added the Clyde finally to my wardrobe in the plaid, which I love. I cannot wait to wear this all fall and winter. So I don't think I need, I know I definitely don't need, and I don't think I'll be adding the leather version, but it is very beautiful. Then we have some new knits. I think this is really pretty, very sexy, very form-fitting. I'm not sure, I don't think that there's anywhere that really fits into my wardrobe right now, but I do think this is a very pretty, interesting sweater. I have quite a few knits, so I'm actually trying not to add any Sézane knits this winter to my wardrobe. We'll see how that goes because I do love Sézane knits. This mule caught my eye immediately. I think it's such a beautiful silhouette. The heel is too high for my lifestyle, unfortunately, so I won't be adding that, but I think it's really pretty, and I love the little peep toe. Like, oh, that's just adorable. Very sexy, very nice for fall. I can see that with tights as well. Be beautiful. A couple of other pieces, not really like catching my eye, but now you can see the bucket bag selection. I love that this Gary bag comes in two sizes. The smaller one and then the larger. I actually have a bucket bag from Quince in a suede that I'm very much looking forward to pulling out for fall. and it reminds me of this silhouette. And then I have a larger Jenny Kane bucket tote, very similar to this black one, but a little bit more minimalist. And I have a new mixed media, like leather and fabric, brown bucket bag that kind of reminds me of the Gary Maxi bag, very equestrian style from Oleata. So for sure, I'm not adding any bucket bags, but if you don't have one, I think these ones are really quite gorgeous. Okay, now both of these caught my eye. Love them. I think they're so beautiful. I love the hood and the little tie on the Paxton jacket. This is another one I asked Sézane about when I saw a preview in their stories last week or maybe the week before. Love that so much. $345. I'm going to have to make some decisions about my outerwear. I definitely am a jacket person, jacket and coats, even though I'm from the East Coast. I'm from New York, and so I'm used to like cold winters. Moved to Southern California, and now I definitely don't need so many jackets, but I love jackets. So it's a little bit of a paradox for me. Also this Clyde coat, beautiful silhouette. If this is 100% wool and it's fully lined, I think this is one I don't know if I can really resist. I love this chocolate brown. Chocolate brown is one of those colors that hasn't been like trending in past years, so I haven't added a lot to my wardrobe, but now that it's trending, I'm adding a ton because this is like one of my staple colors, and I want to have that in my wardrobe for years to come. So I'm taking advantage of the trend and adding more chocolate brown to my wardrobe, and I'm loving it. So definitely think the Clyde coat might be the new addition of the year. Okay, a couple more like brown tones, which I think are beautiful. This lovely camel. I'm pretty sure this is probably some kind of synthetic blend. A lot of their fuzzy sweaters are, so not interested in any of Sézane's like synthetics. This bag is very interesting. It has the like zip, I believe, if I can tell from the picture. So that makes it like a more secure version of the bucket bag. But I don't love this shape, to be totally honest. I don't know. We'll see if that becomes a very popular bag, but for me personally, not super into it. Definitely has some very equestrian feels with this like belt and these like the hardware and stuff. So it's interesting, but not really my aesthetic. Love this boot. Don't have much of use for a tall boot where I live, unfortunately, but I think this is a really beautiful silhouette. The heel height is very reasonable, and it looks very clean and beautiful. This Jude cardigan. This is 100% merino wool. I love the chocolate. I love the buttons. I really love Sézane knits. This might be the exception this year. I might add this one. I'm considering letting go of my Betty cardigans, even though I love them. I love the colors and I love the merino wool, but they are a little too cropped on my figure. And I think it's fine with high-waisted pants, but I think I'm looking for something just a little bit longer in the torso because I am 5'9". I love them still. I especially love wearing them unbuttoned, but I do think that maybe if I get a cardigan that is a little bit more suited to my body shape, I'll wear it even more. So I think I might add the Jude if I sell my Betty cardigans. I'll have to like one in, one out kind of situation. And if I do sell them, they'll be on my Poshmark, which I can link in the description. Okay, Paxton jacket again. I just think this color is really attractive to me, like this cafe kind of color, cafe au lait almost. We have the Heritage Victor bag, which has been around for a long time, still a very beautiful bag. Not dying over the vest thing, I don't know. Vests aren't really something I reach for as much in the fall, unless I'm like layering with it. This is a really beautiful shot, but it's a little hard for me to make everything out. I think I saw this skirt a little bit later. You know, I'm not a huge fan of the big collars. It's not really my favorite thing that Sézane does, but I do see a lot of leather, which is very fun for fall. Here we are, now we can see this. This is giving me very like pirate vibes, especially with the lace-up boot. It's definitely a look, but not my aesthetic at all. And I think it's distracting me because I think I would like this skirt on its own, but with the whole styling of it, less so. Now this leather vest is beautiful, but I honestly don't think that'd be very functional in my wardrobe. Love, love, love this Yasmin skirt. So gorgeous. This is the kind of piece that you invest in and you keep literally your entire life, if you can fit into it your entire life. So I think that's just a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. Another gorgeous tall boot, love that. couple of very Sézane blouses. They're very pretty, not really my cup of tea. Again, this sexy knit. I love this. I really do love this on her, especially. Like, look at this boat neck kind of cut, and yeah, it's very pretty. A couple more black numbers. I think you can never really go wrong with some good black pieces in your wardrobe, but these ones just don't stand out to me, to be honest. Like, the dress is pretty, but for Sézane prices, I don't know, it's just not screaming special to me. And this jacket in particular, I don't love this yellowy brass button down the front. Looks like they're snap buttons as well. I wonder what this looks like, the other lapel looks like. I don't know. It's not giving anything for me. This, on the other hand, the Will in all black leather, gorgeous. Wow, I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, the Will jacket got a major glow up, you know. I think this is really pretty. If the quality of the leather is good too, another great one to have in your wardrobe. The Will is more of a chore coat, so it always feels more casual to me, a little bit more relaxed. But this in leather makes it so edgy, and I love that. I really love that. I've seen the suede even, and that one doesn't feel as like just, you know, cool girl as this one does to me. Cute heel. I feel like you can find this shoe many places or something similar, so not screaming, you know, special to me. Again, some of the pieces we've already seen. Houndstooth. I loved seeing this, like this houndstooth. It's very much like the plaids and the houndstooth are giving me what fall really feels like to me, that very preppy kind of infusion, but in like different pieces. And I love that. I love a houndstooth. I think it's actually, oh, well, no, I'm wearing a gingham right now, but I like these kinds of geometric patterns in my wardrobe. I don't do a lot of florals, and so this is kind of how I get pattern into my wardrobe. I wish I could see this gingham dress a little bit better. It looks like a mini, so I think it'd probably be too short for me, but I think that's very cute, especially layered with a turtleneck. I could see a black turtleneck and give very twiggy, like mod vibes. More houndstooth, more grays. I like how they've like grouped color families together for this lookbook. I think it helps like inspire, oh, how will this work in my wardrobe? If you have a more cool toned wardrobe or a more warm tone, it kind of helps you shop a little bit better. I think this little mini skirt is so, so cute, especially with the red flats. I don't really wear minis in my day-to-day life, but I always look at them and I'm like, I should have a mini in my wardrobe. This one might tempt me this year. Then we've got some like accessories, which are beautiful. I don't really do a lot of Sézane accessories, to be honest. Okay, and then we're moving into this gorgeous olive color. I will buy basically every Sézane knit in this color. I just love it. And I really do like this Claudio jumper. I think it's like a different take on Sailor and Maritime with the like square back collar in the back. I think it's really, really pretty. And I don't think it would be too fussy, unlike some collars that Sézane does that wouldn't work for my everyday life. I think this is simple enough in the front that the back would just be kind of like almost a hood, but it's decorative. Ah, yeah, I think it's just very pretty. Love that. I like how the knits aren't the same too. This is like more of a rib knit, or this here, and then this is a little tighter knit, and I think, yeah, really, really pretty. I also really like this Corey jumper. I need to like look at it a little closer, but I like that they're doing this like vest tie number, but in a knit. I don't love it so much in the woven fabrics because they just feel very stiff, and they're very beautiful and sculptural, but I think this is a little bit more like my speed for a vest that can be layered over like a button-up shirt, because it's just a little bit more relaxed, a little more comfortable, and a little more casual. Some beautiful fringe detail. That's definitely a trend right now. More leather, it looks like. I love all the textures. Like you see here, this like velveteen kind of texture, some leather. You have this like crinkle leather, which I think this jacket is gorgeous. There's someone I follow on TikTok, Bailey Marie, and she got like a styling service done, and they recommended a jacket very similar to this. And I was like, wow, did Sézane see that Bailey got this jacket? And I'm sure no, obviously, but I was like very, very kismet. So yeah, very beautiful. I really like what they're doing here. It's like really pretty, but it feels almost too cosplay for me. So I don't know, it's very 70s-ish vibe, even though all of it together looks very beautiful. Love a cape, so, so nice, love a cape, but not really my, not practical for my life. And I don't think I love this plaid. but I do love that they're bringing capes back. All of these other pieces, I think this is the part of the lookbook where I was like, this isn't really my jam, especially the mixing of the plaids. It makes it just very hard, like overstimulating for me and hard for me to see the garments themselves. So I kind of like scrolled by, but wow, the boots, they are really doing it this year. I love this ankle boot, and I looked at it again and I was like, wait a minute, I have an ankle boot like that. No wonder I love it. Got it from J. Crew last year, maybe the year before, in not quite a shiny chocolate color, but a more matte chocolate brown, and love that boot to death. Then I realized this also comes in a red, and I was like, oh my gosh, maybe the red. I think that might be my boot edition this year if I get a boot. Here it is. Gorgeous. Look at how that pops. Like, I love a red shoe, I love a red bag, and this right here, absolutely stunning. I think this would go so well in my wardrobe. Ah, I love this height too, just above the calf, but not quite, or just below the calf, not quite at the ankle. I like that like slightly higher proportion. And I almost skipped over Gabrielle, this Gabrielle coat. Again, speaking of capes, this is stunning. And I remember I used to have a vintage cape like this. I think it was Entiananger, and I am so devastated that I let that go. I was like, oh, I just don't wear it enough. And I went through one of my purge phases and let it go. Gorgeous, gorgeous cape. I wish I had kept it. I don't know. I was in my early 20s and I was just like, oh, this is too mature for me. Anyway, very sad, but maybe I will add this to, to relive those memories. I don't know. Okay, we've got some leopard coming in, which definitely trending still. The Max coming in this leopard. This is very pretty, but not something very practical. I love how it's sheer too. Really nice for going out, evenings, that kind of thing. These red ballet flats, these Mary Janes, gorgeous. Ever since I saw them come out a few weeks back, I've been like, wow, that leather looks so supple and so beautiful. Definitely don't think I need any more ballet flats in my life, but I can never say no to them. I really just need to wear them down faster so that I can justify buying more. Oh, love the pops of red. Always will love a pop of red. I love that the Samuel jumper is coming in red. This actually really might tempt me this year. Although I've been telling myself for these sleeveless jumpers, I want to go for V-neck. I think it's a little bit more flattering on me. So I don't know, I wish there was a V-neck version. On the hunt for that from any brand. And then, wow, the Kai's coat in this right here. Now that could sway me. Although it does look like it's a brown and like a teal color, which I don't know how that would fit into my wardrobe, but I do think it looks very beautiful from far away. More ballerina flats, very gorgeous, love. Oh, this lipstick red is just, there's something about that that just will never, yeah, it'll never get old. I haven't tried these Agatha Low ballerinas. I have heard that they're very comfortable. I love that it's coming into silver. That's really fun. I don't know if I'm brave enough to try a metallic shoe yet, but maybe eventually. The Mia jacket in a wool, silhouette is perfect. I really love that shape. Like, that looks just very beautiful. I'm realizing looking at this, I have a leather jacket very similar to this, and I actually have a wool short black jacket from COS very similar to this shape. So apparently that's just, I just like what I like. Very lovely boot, very simple. And this is the Clyde that I mentioned earlier in the suede. Love it. It's really beautiful. I think the color is really nice too. Makes it more transitional through like 3 seasons, like spring, fall, and winter. So I really like that color. Got some butter yellow still persisting. Very pretty, but not really my type, my style. And yeah, then we get to scarves. Okay, well that does it for today. My son just woke up from his nap a little bit early, so I didn't get to go through the entire lookbook, but a lot of the things further below are like tops and blouses, which aren't really like my favorite from Sézane, and a few shoes, like the loafers, which also aren't really my favorite. So I actually got through the bulk of what really excited me, which is not so much the knits. Only 1 or 2 knits really caught my eye, the Claudio and then that cardigan. The coats and the jackets for sure, and then the boots. Oh, the boots are so beautiful. So yeah, anyway, I would love to know what caught your eye from this collection. I would love to know what you're planning on adding to your wardrobe, if anything. And yeah, we'll talk more about it. I'll definitely be letting you know if I do pick anything up and what I do and what I think of it and trying it on and all that good stuff. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.